Hey Internet, Acid Jane here, and welcome to another episode of Love Bites. So in the last episode, we worked one day with Nadia, and the conversation turned rather steamy when we started talking about ghosts. And then the next day, we met up with Tyrone when we were doing some gardening outside of the building where I think he works. And that conversation with Tyrone was pretty awkward, but we did agree to take him out for dinner at some point during that conversation, so hopefully that'll happen soon. After that, on Friday, we apparently worked in a cafeteria, and then on Saturday and Sunday, we chillaxed. So the weekend's over, and it's time for us to jump back into Monday, where I think we'll be working with Sabrina, so let's get into it. You awaken once more, but you find yourself feeling drained. Your brain feels like it's wrapped in cotton, and it takes an act of willpower to leave the comfort of your bed. You can't explain just why you're feeling tired all of a sudden. It would be one thing if you were partying every night, but other than going to the bar the previous week, your nights have been quite dead. You glance at your bed and see that it looks like a tornado hit it once more. Blankets are strewn halfway across the room, while some of the pillows are practically in the windowsill. Taking a deep sigh, you slowly start to pick up your room when there is a knock on your door. Who is it? The door opens and your stepfather steps inside. He is holding a phone and starts to talk. Your mother is on the other end. Good lord, what happened in here? I had a bad dream. What were you dreaming of, World War III? I think so. In the light of the day, I can't remember. If you do remember, I'm always willing to lend a sympathetic ear. Thanks, Dad. So, what does Mom want? Here, you could talk to her yourself. Oh, I love our mother. She's wonderful. Your stepfather hands you the phone, gives a final glance at your room, then exits to give you privacy. Oh, hi, Mom. Hey, Mom. Hi, honey. I hope I didn't call at a bad time. Nah, I was just making my bed. Then everything is all right there. There's a worried edge to your mother's voice, one that you only notice during times of concern. Perfectly fine. Why? It's just a feeling I have. I guess your brother has me a little on edge. What happened? He didn't ask someone to marry him yet. Did you hear me squealing in joy? No, there was a bad day or two last week. They started yelling in their sleep about darkness, and for some reason, you were in it. Are you still there? Sorry, Mom. I was just getting ready for the day. All right. I will talk to you later, sweetie. Poor Brandon. Oh, we actually get to go to work with Sabrina today. Wonderful. Today is a quiet day in the shop, much like most of the other days you've worked here. Not that there aren't customers, but the day would go by a bit faster if more people actually shopped at your location. On the other hand, Sabrina said the owner didn't mind if you surfed the internet or brought in a book when it is slow. Of course, it isn't like Sabrina is around as much as you might have expected, since with your hire, she's often out making special deliveries for several hours at a time. However, today isn't like that since Sabrina's been with you all morning. Are summers normally this dead? Yep, things pick up when the university is back in session. Not that I want to sound like I'm complaining, but why hire me? Well, the owner likes to have someone she trusts to run the store. Which obviously applies to you. But she also gets a lot of special requests in the summer, and having you here is a big help. If you say so, I just don't feel like I'm doing my fair share. Sabrina lays her hand on yours and gives you a gentle smile. Her hand feels strangely warm on yours, and you could swear her pulse raced in that moment. Don't ever think that. A look of concern crosses Sabrina's face, and she pulls back. What is it? Your skin felt a little cold to me. Is the air conditioner running too much? No, it feels fine to me. Huh, alright. Just remember, this is an old building and sometimes the equipment goes on the fritz. So, do you think one of these days I could go with you when you make a delivery run? No! No. You were slightly surprised by the rather strong tone that Sabrina just took. You glance at her speculatively. There is something you aren't telling me. No, I'm not. Sabrina, I can always tell when you lie. But I'm not lying. But you're evading. Look, you just have to trust. You've been saying that a lot lately. Look, I do trust you, but you have to admit things look very suspicious. Hell, I haven't even seen our boss. If it wasn't for the pay stub, I would be worried we were involved in something illegal. Like what? Like drug running? Oh, yeah, that. We ain't doing no drug business, are we, Sabrina? It isn't anything like that. Look, can we just talk about something else? About that dagger? Ooh. Yeah? Are you some kind of weapons collector? Something like that. You don't have to be scared of telling me. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I collect unicorns and you never made fun of it. I don't think that's exactly the same thing, Caitlin. Thank you. Maybe if we go to the Pirate Festival later this year, we might find something you like. Before you can continue the conversation, the shop phone rings and Sabrina picks it up instantly. Cordelia's Sabrina's voice dies down. What was she gonna say there? Cordelia's Records? Cordelia's I don't know. Sabrina's voice dies down and her voice grows more serious. While she doesn't say much more, you hear her mention a location on Willow Street and that it has to be done within 2 hours. Sabrina sighs when she hangs up. Sorry about that, but I have to go. It's all right, I'll keep an eye on the store. You cast a look at the empty shop. Somehow, I think I'll survive. Thanks. Sabrina makes her way to the back room. From the sounds of it, she is going through several boxes, and then you hear her exit out the back door. Oh, who are you? The store remains quiet for about 30 minutes, and you wonder if there would be a problem changing the music over the loudspeaker when someone enters. He looks around the shop, a shifty look on his face when he focuses on you. Hello, sir. How may I... Is Sabrina here? I'm afraid she isn't. She is out making a special delivery. However, if I can help... Do you know when she'll be back? It might be 10 minutes, or it might be 2 hours. It honestly depends on... I don't really have that kind of time. Listen, when you see her again, tell her I found the item and will return it. No one has to die. No one has to die? What did you just say, sir? What do you... Just tell her. Whoa! Did we just get Men in Blacked? Then it seems like a flash of red hits your vision, and there is something slightly different about the man. You are uncertain what it is, then you notice his ears. Oh, they're pointy! Sir, your ears! However, the man isn't paying attention, and he quickly exits the store. Another half hour passes when you hear the back door open, and Sabrina makes her way up to the front. Anything happen while I was gone? Yeah, a man came in here looking for you. Sabrina tenses up at this declaration. Did he give a name? No, but it looked like he was wearing a kilt of some sort. That would be Sean. He had a message. He said he found the item and he will return it. He said that no one has to die. Sabrina's face remains impassive as you deliver the news, and then she gives a slight nod. Sabrina, just what in the hell is going on? Who is going to die? Sean was just probably over-exaggerating. He seemed to be scared half to death. Look, you can tell me the truth. Sabrina looks at you and there is a quiver on her cheek. For a moment you think she is going to say something and then shakes her head, a wet sheen in the corner of her eye. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Sean knows better than to make things public. Oh, convince her to leave whatever is going on, ask if you could help her with whatever, press her about what is going on. I don't think we should convince her to leave whatever is going on because it sounds like she's doing something good and possibly even doing something for us. I also don't think we should press her about what is going on just because that doesn't seem like enough, but maybe if we ask if we could help her with whatever. Ooh, I don't know. Let's ask if we could help her. Why not? Ooh, we got another Huntress alignment. Look, whatever is going on, I can help you with it. No, you can't. How would you know? If you at least told me, I might. I want to, I really do, but I can't. Fine. Caitlin, I promise. It's all right, you'll tell me when you tell me. Oh, Caitlin, no. Maybe I should have pressed her. However, don't think I won't have questions and concerns. I understand. Like, why did Sean have pointed ears and then didn't? You saw... No, I can't. Talk about it. Well, that didn't get very far. You were nearly deafened when the background music you turned on blared through the loudspeakers and caused a couple tiny cracks to appear on the store window. Well, possibly normal for a record store. Possibly. Oh, we're back with Victor already. Hello, Victor. I guess this is Tuesday? Tuesday. Today you find yourself at a microscope, and it takes you back to some of the labs that you took before you graduated. Oh, so this is actually a great job for Caitlin. I forgot that she was studying biology at university. What am I examining again?
The presence of various spores, molds, and fungus.
Alright, where did these samples come from again?
Do you know the old Hawthorne place on Sycamore?
Hawthorne? Wait, are you talking about the Mad Widow Hawthorne?
Personally, I think she was just misunderstood.
Misunderstood? Taking an axe to your husband to stop him from snoring is a few steps beyond misunderstanding.
It was a little extreme, I grant you. However, I have a theory why she did it.
Are you going to say she was haunted?
That is one, if unlikely, explanation. Wait, you seem to be familiar with the place. Why is that?
Well, I spent the night there back when I was a teenager, and before you ask, yes, I know the place was abandoned.
Actually, I was more curious why you would spend the night there.
I was 16 with a bunch of friends, and we dared each other to stay there. It was one of the creepiest nights of my life. This seems like a thing Caitlin did quite a lot when she was younger.
But did you see anything out of the unusual?
No, not that can't be explained away, such as the moon or something like that. However, it was just eerie, for lack of a better term.
Well, I have a theory as to why that is. You're going to be examining several samples for some kind of spore, mold, or fungus.
I think I get what you're saying. If we detect the presence of these...
Indeed. As you know, some fungi are hallucinogenic.
Magic mushrooms.
Exactly. If we detect the presence of fungal infiltration, it could help explain why people think the place is haunted. Their minds might be under the influence of something.
And could explain why Mrs. Hawthorne gave her husband 40 whacks.
Precisely.
Speaking of investigating, do you think I will be going along on one soon? Or do you think I'm incapable of helping you?
What? No, certainly not.
I did graduate with a degree in chemical engineering. Hell, if you were worried about foreign substances inducing manifestations of the supernatural, I would be a big help.
You make a very valid point.
Then why haven't I been allowed to go? If it is lack of experience.
It isn't that. So often it can be boring with little to show for it.
Please, I'm used to there being negative results. Patience is one thing any engineer has to cultivate.
Then I will put together a list of potential places to investigate, and you will have your pick.
I look forward to it. Well, I better get back to examining your mold.
Victor gives a wave of his hand and walks off to do some of his other duties. You soon lose track of time as you examine Victor's samples for any kind of fungal contamination. It is during this time you become aware of a faint ringing in your ears. You look down to your phone, but see that it is quiet. Then you notice the sound is coming from the cabinet. A quick examination reveals an old landline phone in Victor's cabinet. You debate a second or two whether answering the phone is among your duties, but decide if it's important, Victor would prefer to know.
Hello?
Oh, excuse me. I must have the wrong number.
That's quite all right. Have a good day.
You too, dear. There's an audible click as the person on the other end hangs up. You shrug and put the receiver back down when the phone starts ringing again.
Hello?
Oh my, don't tell me I misdialed again.
Perhaps I can help you. Were you looking for someone in particular?
I doubt Victor would be there after all.
Oh, Victor stepped out for a moment. I don't know when he'll be back, but can I take a message?
However, the person on the other end doesn't seem to have heard your response. Instead, you hear something quite different. Harold, come here. There's someone you have to talk to. It's a young lady, and she is with Victor.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's not like that, lady. It's not like that. Is this Victor's mom? It's not like that, Mama Victor.
There's some minor static as the phone on the other end changes hands, and you hear a deeper voice speak. Ahem, this is Harold Hammond. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Well, I'm Caitlin
So my wife is correct. Victor does seem to have company over. Interesting.
Pardon?
Sorry, just expressing my surprise. It isn't like Victor to have company of any kind, but this is a pleasing development nonetheless. Tell me, young lady, do you come from a suitable background?
I don't know how that is any of your business.
Where my son is concerned, well, it doesn't matter for the moment. I don't have long to stay on the line, but I want to give you an offer. I'm sure you're aware of Victor's obsession with this paranormal nonsense.
Yes,
The voice continues, and you get the impression he is used to getting his own way. Oh, he's one of those. If you could turn Victor from this ludicrous obsession, I will make it worth your while.
What do you think I could do about this?
You are the first woman I've met who admitted to knowing my son, let alone being around him for any length of time. That means you must have some influence over him. Use it and keep him from wasting his life with this stuff.
It's not up to me.
It's been a pleasure talking with you, but I'm afraid business calls. The other end hangs up with an audible click. You put the receiver down, but this time there is no return call. You wait a few minutes just in case when Victor re-enters the room. I thought I heard a phone ring.
You did! I'm a bit surprised you still have a landline.
Victor shrugs and you swear you hear the crackle of static electricity in the gesture.
What does that mean?
Cell phones don't last very long around me. So, who called? So he's Lightning Man?
First your mother, maybe.
You're not sure whether it was my mother or not?
No, she put someone named Harold on soon after.
My father? What did he want?
Tell him, evade. Oh, we're telling him. Your father, he thought I could change your mind about your interests.
I see. Well, I can't say that I'm surprised. I never saw eye to eye with my father. He wants someone he can mold into the perfect businessman. It's sort of a family legacy.
But didn't you say you got inheritance from your grandfather?
On my mother's side, she doesn't really understand this either, but neither has it become an issue with her. Victor sighs and he starts to turn away when he stops and glances in your direction. So, do you think I spend too much time in here? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Truthfully, yes. But we're actually gonna say no, because that's the polite thing to say. Ooh, we got the nerd alignment. Oh, we got it again! Alright. Well, maybe we can be friends with Victor even if he's not our love interest.
I guess it depends on the person. I mean, if you're happy, then that's the important thing.
And you? Would you be happy in such a situation?
I think so. Ultimately, you have to be happy with who you are.
Even if that would make you a hermit?
That's not for me to say.
Anyways, I didn't mean to cause this digression. If you were still interested in some field work, here are a few locations you could take a look at.
Let me finish analyzing your spores first.
Okay. Victor was initially in a panic mode, afraid that his computer gained malevolent sentience, but you saved the day by unplugging it from the wall.
Oh, I'm not sure where we are. On the street somewhere? Are we next to the coffee shop?
Oh yeah, there it is, the Kofi house. But anyway, I've been recording for quite a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode of Love Bites here. Let me know what you think about this series. Let me know who you think Caitlin should pursue down in the comments below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in another video very soon. Goodbye!